Hey, so good morning. I'm with Chris, and she's doing her American Gothic pose right now with her picker. And so I've been doing a video series on pickers, and I'm going to let Chris tell us what she likes about this particular style or brand of picker, why she likes it, maybe anything that could be improved on it if she doesn't like it. And I'm going to get behind the camera so I can zoom in on some stuff.
Okay, so this picker I've used for many years. I'd say I have had this for at least 10 years. I like it. I've gotten used to it. It's a um, type of picker that you get one mango at a time with. There are the one that other people who pick in the grove use. It's a larger basket, and they get several mangoes at a time. But I like to make sure I'm only getting the mango that is ready to pick, and that could be right next to something that's not quite ready to pick. So this is sort of you can get very specific with it, and then also, of course, it's adjustable, so it can get high into the trees. So I think that I'll just go one more. Hmm.
So I
Yeah,
noticed
this
that
is
clip there. Is that like positive locking? In other words, is
right.
there a maybe a hole or a
Yeah,
pin?
we got the
Okay.
different holes here,
And so
and
that's on this particular pole.
yeah,
That's nice because I know like the pole that I use, it also is round like this, but it doesn't have these positive holes. So I could adjust it to different sizes. But the problem with it is if you don't lock it really tight, it can spin on you. So I imagine that one doesn't spin at all.
right. Yeah, it's pretty solid in there, and it reaches. Keep our trees fairly small.
I'm
We
gonna
trim them every year, so this can pretty much reach uh, any mango we have. I'm not exactly sure what that is, maybe 12 feet. But yeah, once you get, you know, lift it up with your arms, that
Well,
gets pretty tall.
how tall is the red section about? Like if you
Uh,
stand it straight up.
yeah, let's see. We'll just
Oops.
collapse it here, locks in place.
Okay.
So, uh, I am, I would say that, uh,
So it's about
I'm,
six to
I'm,
seven.
this is about 6 feet here, I
I'm
think.
a little short. I would say that's about 7 feet. So double the pole, you're up towards 14, 15 feet with that particular pole.
Yeah.
Without, yeah, I would say it's around 14 to 15 total feet. That's a good size.
So yeah,
I have a little 12-foot one at home, and the 12-foot one's nice for the short stuff, but it's not tall enough for some of the bigger trees. But then I have that long one that's over 20 feet, which that's a workout.
yeah, I know. Especially if you get something heavy, a big mango at the end, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's the miracle of
Put a
leverage.
blush
My
in a
goodness.
southern blush in there
yeah.
at 22 feet. Anyway, so what do you like about like the head of the actual like say head design here? This particular design, you mentioned it can hold one mango at a time,
Well, I
which
mean,
is good.
yeah, you can get more than one in if
Yeah,
it's a
smaller
smaller
mangoes.
one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like this because of being able to precisely just get one mango if only one is ripe, and it's not the fastest way. If you have a larger picker head and different design, you can get like a cluster of mangoes in one shot. But sometimes not all those mangoes are mature. So that's sort of a pros and cons kind of thing.
Let me ask you a question. What about some of the styles with the razor blade where you cut the panicle to try to avoid the sap? Because your picker looks a lot like mine. I have a different brand, but it is absolutely sap stained. Which who cares about this being sap stained? But some people want to keep that sap off of the mango.
Well, I don't think it's possible to keep the sap off the mangoes no matter what
Reduce.
style you have. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can reduce it.
Yeah.
But definitely you will get sap from time to time. And keep in mind that this is from like 10 years of use, possibly more. And so, I think it's held up pretty well.
That bag is 10 years old, or
Yeah,
can you replace the bag?
you can.
Okay.
And, you can replace the head here too.
When this
Yeah,
attaches, is this a specialized pole? In other words, can this attach to, say, any generic pole that came off the shelf at a big box store?
uh, I would guess that it wouldn't, just because, for instance, this is made in Germany. And so, the standards there, centimeters versus inches, they probably have slightly different diameters and stuff. So, it's possible that there's some standardization with some brands, but I wouldn't count on it with this one.
Okay. Um, if I believe I've seen that one online, and I believe that one it's not threaded. It's got like a tongue sort of thing that slips into the actual pole, if I
Yeah, yeah. I
remember.
mean, you need a Phillips head to take this head off,
Oh wow,
and
okay.
so this is in there securely.
Oh, you got a squirrel coming. He's scoping out those mangoes over there. The
Yeah.
guard dog's doing his job. All right, let's see you. Let's see this thing in action.
Okay, let's see what we have here. We have a bunch of Kaylee K mangoes. They
This is the
very
Kaylee K.
Yeah,
Oh, I've heard about this one.
yeah. So they're at a. Uh, we've been picking them, but I just want to make sure I get one that is going to have all of the flavors. I guess this one's going to be pretty good. So let me just check a little bit. Nope, not that one's not. And so you can just get that. And so there's the Kaylee K from without using the extension part. And then I see one mango fairly high up that's a good candidate for using the extension part.
Let me
There
see
we
if
go.
I can.
Oops, I missed it. Okay, got it this time. Whoops. So here's the other one.
Perfect. I will say I don't use that exact brand, but mine is extremely similar in design, and it is really one of my preferred uses. I know like the ones that you see commonly sold at like some of the big box stores, they're those metal claw ones, and you put it into the basket and you just kind of pull straight down. And a lot of people have told me those claws will dig in to the fruit oftentimes, and so I know with this particular style and brand, you don't get that fruit damage from it. And
Yeah, I think that other style that you're talking about was at least originally developed for citrus picking and possibly for apples. But, it's really not a great one for mangoes because of, mangoes come in different sizes. Some of them are too big for the basket. And then also it can, like actually stab into a ripe fruit and make a little puncture mark in that if you happen to not be right on target with the basket. But yeah, with this one, it's I don't really think there's one best picker, but this one I like and I'm used to, and it works well for me.
very good. And are you going to celebrate National Donut Day today?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time today.